Cool, that should work. All right, so welcome everyone to PPA call number 43, I think it was, 43. So we'll talk to Dan today about his upcoming launch, which is on September 10th, and it's going to be awesome. So we have Dan with us today. So
Hey,
I think we'll just get Dan to kind of explain what this is all about. And that's what we'll do. So welcome to the PPA show, Dan, I guess.
thanks. Appreciate it.
So yeah, first product launch. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's been, I actually recorded this I recorded it in January, and then I got a new microphone and everything, and I re-recorded everything so,
Oh, nice.
to make sure it was all up to date. So
Cool.
I
So
got,
what is, I guess we can just take a look. We got the JV page here that we can see.
yeah, Spencer did all the design work. He did an awesome job. I guarantee no one's ever seen a design of the sales page like this, of the JV page and the sales page, because everybody's into that wavy stuff. And Brendan said, hey, be different, right?
Yeah.
So when you go to the sales page and you see the sales page, it's like this. It's really cool, right? So
Yeah. Yeah,
so
that's
the
nice.
so so what happened is when I first joined PPA, like everybody else, you get pieces of information and you're overwhelmed by everything. So
Yeah.
once once I figured out everything I needed, then I was able to get up and running in a week. But
Oh, nice.
it was just a matter of putting all the pieces together, with your help and the calls and Brendan and Jono and all the videos and everything, and plus being in support helped too.
Yeah.
Learning a lot of stuff from people asking questions and answering questions. So
Yeah, for sure.
that's the essence of the entire program. So
Okay.
I chose the self-loathing the self-loathing method where you just kind of say, hey man, if an old guy like me can do it, there's no
Yeah.
reason why you can. So
Yeah. Cool. So we got the funnel there. We've got, is that 4 upsells? Cool.
yeah,
Down for your emails.
I had
Cool.
floated I had floated the idea about instead of doing a contest, do 100% for the FE and the OTO1, but Brendan said that affiliates like to have contests, and
Yeah, I probably do. Yeah.
and then I consulted a lot with Mark Gray as well. I had because I love Mark and his content and the Big Five and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that course is fantastic.
Yeah, so he's a mentor as well as you guys are. So I had a lot of conversations with Mark, and he said as long as you make the sales for the contest reasonable, there's no reason why any JV wouldn't join. So we
Yeah.
did 20 front end sales to qualify.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So we have the step-by-step training, just like any other course, and we have the private support group, which is really growing. There's like 200 members in the Digital Hero Academy group, Spencer's group, right now.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll explode. And
Yeah, it probably will.
yeah. So there's a explanation here. So everybody needs. So since this is a beginner's sort of newbie kind of course and shows you how to set everything up, the number one thing people always want is emails.
Yeah.
Whether it's, people in PPA have the advantage where we all get access to Brendan's emails.
Yeah.
But most people don't. Most people don't know how to write emails. They don't know how to introduce themselves. So Spencer put together the OTOs for the program.
Yeah.
So besides all the design work, Spencer did most of the work with the OTOs, and of course his group here, the Digital Hero Academy. I wrote all the copy and he did the design, so the partnership works.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to launch with someone else. I've never done a product launch myself, like just me. It's always been with, I think all of my launches have been with Trevor and someone else. And my very first one was with a guy named James. This was back in 2015. But since then, it's pretty much been with Trevor on all launches, I think. Like Trevor and others. So yeah, it's definitely nice to just split up the work a bit, because if you have to do everything yourself, then you're going to be super busy.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I would have driven myself crazy, because you know how organized and A-type I am. So, kudos to Spencer for putting up with me, because I'm like, yeah, there's no period there, and there's an extra space here, and we have to fix that. And he's
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, so here's the contest for everybody: first place, second place, third place. I wrote a couple swipes on the JV page. Spencer wrote a couple other ones on the what is it, the on the JV doc here, on
Yeah.
the JV doc on the
All
bottom of the
right.
JV doc. So also I
Cool.
thought a good idea on the JV doc as well is to add a bonus page for Commission Gorilla like Jono does.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen Trevor loves that. I think it's Tom E who's been doing that. You might have seen that yourself. Like he's giving JV's pre-made bonus page basically to send traffic to, and that's perfect for affiliates that are like kind of lazy and they like
Yeah,
hardly want to promote. Then in that case, like okay, well, I just take this bonus page, send an email, done. So yeah, that's a
yeah.
good.
You have absolutely no excuse because the page is already here for you. So actually,
Yeah,
Ken, one of the guys in PPA, had asked me. He said, "Hey, man," he says, can you make a bonus page too?" And I said, "Hey, that's a good idea."
yeah, absolutely.
The only thing that I thought about doing what we didn't is the other thing is I think next time what I'll do is I'll add images here. You know, when people do their squeeze pages and their bonus pages, they like to have the images that we
Yeah,
used on the sales page, right? So that's the only thing. That's the only thing that I would probably do a little different.
yeah,
But there's 4 email swipes. Spencer wrote a couple as well. So
cool. Yeah, I don't think the JV doc will it won't matter too much. Whenever I get one, I'll just get the review access. I don't even care about the rest. So
right.
should be
Yeah,
fine.
and we did the same as Brendan and Jono. You
Yeah.
just create your own username and password, and it's yours. So
Yeah, that should be just fine.
yeah, so that's the JV page. The sales page, like I said, Spencer did an amazing job. I wrote all the copy for it. Spencer recorded. I sound very, very boring when I do when I do videos. So excuse me. So Spencer recorded the sales video.
All right, cool.
So what I did is I just wrote a PowerPoint and he just did a voiceover basically.
All right. Well, that should work fine. I mean, I've seen Brendan and Jono do like simple, like they usually have like really fancy sales pages and stuff.
Right.
But I've seen them do like PowerPoint and things as well, and it still sells. It's fine.
Yeah, most of the stuff Brendan does is PowerPoint related. Even PPA,
Yeah.
it's an entire PowerPoint, right? That he
Yeah.
just speaks to.
And I mean, they've done a lot of PPA sales. I mean, that works as well.
And
Definitely.
the thing that I'm noticing is, excuse me, a lot of the sales pages now, the videos, you know, people don't have any kind of patience. People don't have patience to watch things. They're very
Yes.
they want to get, you know. So I made a conscious effort to make this under a minute and a half.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I actually looked at it, and that's probably like a good idea. I don't think I would ever really want to listen to like, well, I would actually when it's Brendan and Jono because their videos are so
right,
over
yeah,
the top and fascinating. But a normal like PowerPoint style video for like 10, 15 minutes, probably not. I
right.
think 1 minute there might be good enough.
Right. So I did get before I excuse me, when I wrote this copy, I did get Brendan's blessing afterwards because he's the copy master. So
Yeah,
I
for sure.
Jono told me he loved the sales page and Brendan told me he gave the blessing on all the copy that I did. So
Cool. Yeah, I mean, Brendan has made millions of dollars thanks to his copywriting. So if there's anyone you listen to when it comes to that, it's Brendan. So
right. So I kind of took the angle of hey, if you were able to do if you did something that was illegal, but what if it wasn't?
yeah,
So kind of having I'm on the inside and I already know what you need, so why wouldn't you take advantage of it?
yeah, that should work.
I've wasted I don't know how many well, you've seen me personally go through, you know, bad traffic and all this stuff and
Yeah,
make all the mistake after mistake, and then, you know, I was this guy, right?
yep. Yeah, I like the gifts on this page.
Yeah. I started laughing, and it's like, oh, you know, instead of doing this, you know.
Yeah,
And then, of course, homage to Brendan's favorite movie, Wolf of Wall Street.
yeah, I
Right?
love that movie too. It's awesome. Have you seen
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So yeah. So the I really love what Spencer did with the sales page. He used Optimized Press.
Yeah, I think that was like Optimus Press 3.0 or something. I think that he was using.
Yeah,
He said it was
He used
briefly.
Optimized Press and to host the. He's going to eventually move. I think he's going to move. He said he was going to move everything over to a different platform when they launched it because
Okay.
he has lifetime access to I forget the platform, and he's laughing right now. I'm sure wherever he is because I always forget everything because I tell him I'm old. I'm old and I forget. So, but he used for the membership area. He used Product Dino is the name of
Okay.
it. So the sales page, and then actually, there's testimonials. I think we have one more. I'm going to ask Spencer about listing the actual bonuses that are inside the member area, but we also have partner bonuses as well. We have 2 so far, and
Cool.
like I said, if you're going to add one, feel free.
Yeah, sure. I'll see if there's. I can't really do iPassive yet. That would be weird. But maybe mobily or something. Yeah, I'll have a think. See if I can do something.
Yeah. Well, iPassive is still selling. There's no
Yeah,
reason.
I can't
There's
do
no
that.
reason to give it to anybody.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that one did well actually. I think we're up to like almost 2,000 sales. That's pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why my list didn't like it, but
Mine didn't either, but I think my problem was mainly the fact that I kind of told people to buy from affiliates instead, and I didn't really have.
oh, okay.
I kind of felt weird when it's like my own, when I'm part of the launch. I didn't want to do an actual review because I kind of felt like it would be like if Tim Cook, like the CEO of Apple, would upload a video making a review of the new iPhone. It would be kind of like super biased. And I just kind of felt like, well, here's an overview of iPassive, and you should totally buy it from your favorite affiliate.
Right. And I always laugh. I always laugh because Jono does that. He reviews his own products.
Yeah.
And I told Spencer I wasn't going to do that. So
Yeah, I mean, Trevor does it as well. I guess it's fine, but I just kind of feel like personally, I wouldn't be able to take someone seriously if they review their own product. It's just me, I guess. But
right.
I don't know. It would just feel kind of strange because obviously you're going to say that it's an epic product. It's your own.
Right.
And
Yeah, I mean, what else can I say? The only thing I can do is, well, inside the members area, I do a little introduction.
yeah,
Kind of like I'm doing now, like walking people through.
yeah,
Spencer does the welcome video and just tells everybody what the links are and everything,
yeah,
and then I do, and these are the upsell sales pages.
yeah. That's a good idea to have them in the email or in the
So
members area. Yeah.
yeah, so I wrote all the copy for this too, for these, and Spencer did all the design work. So to me, this is an absolute no-brainer.
Yeah,
You want to get,
yeah,
you want to get, you know what I mean. You want to get 15 emails, or do you want to get 40 plus copywriting tips and tricks?
yeah. I would definitely pick the one for 29 then for sure.
Right. So that was sort of my idea to do something that was so close that you can't help yourself. Like you look at yourself and you go, well, that's not even a cup of Starbucks coffee, right? $6.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So then we have the traffic training where Spencer, it's crazy because there's so much training and I think there's 15. I originally had said 12, but there's 15 traffic sources in his program. So I think for $57, I think that's a really awesome deal.
What microphone do you have, by the way? It sounds awesome.
I have the Snowball, bottom
Right.
of
It sounds like we're talking in real life, pretty much.
Yeah, I have the Snowball. It's the cheapest version.
Oh, really? How much was that one?
It was only, I think it was $40 US or $45 US.
Oh, really? It sounds fantastic.
I got it from Amazon. And then
Nice.
I have one of those little arms that come out. I think the whole thing cost me like $60.
Well, that's awesome because it sounds super clear. So cool.
And then I like using Zoom as well because number one, it's free, right?
Yeah.
And number two, I think it's a lot clearer than Skype, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it sounds great here on Zoom, actually. So you can actually do like screen recordings with the free Zoom version, and it records your whole screen with no watermarks or anything, or?
Right, correct. Even with the free version. So
That's
the thing
awesome.
is that you can do one-on-one calls forever, but as soon as you add a third person, you're only allowed 40 minutes.
Well, that's more than enough if you want to do like an interview or whatever.
Yeah.
That's awesome that you can, and it records is it in 1080p or is it in like HD
I
or?
think I want to say 720, but it just says HD.
All right. Well, that's good enough, I guess, if you just want to do like a review or something.
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
bad.
I think most of my videos that I upload to YouTube say 1080p
Oh,
or
that's
seven
awesome. Well, in that case, it's in full HD then. That's awesome.
yeah, I guess so.
Cool.
So that's a traffic one, and then resell rights. There's really nothing to there's
Yeah.
really nothing to write. You sell
Yeah.
it as your own product and get 100%, right?
Yeah. Is there no information at all on that besides that, or is that it?
No, just for the resell rights,
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh, okay, cool. Maybe you should make like a small video though to explain like in case it's the first product anyone ever purchases, tell them like, well, you get 100% commissions and everything.
Okay.
Good idea. Seeing as it's like $87 in case people like, I don't even understand what this means. Maybe make like a 1 minute video and just tell them like, hey, what this means is you get 100% commissions on everything in funnel. Just
Okay.
make sure people understand it maybe.
Yeah, and then he has the Digital Hero Academy. That was the last.
Yeah.
That was the last upsell, and that's it's going to be $1 for a 7-day trial, and then $27.99. And he has so much information in this.
Yeah, that
Coaching
one should sell well, hopefully.
Yeah, it will literally it'll literally take somebody 6 months to go through all the information that's in there now. Let
Yeah.
alone we want to have Q&A sessions. We want to have we want to interview people like you, like
Yeah.
affiliate
Yeah,
marketing.
about that for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? We want to interview perhaps have solo ad dealers, like get Phil on the line and say, hey, tell us about the solo ad business so people understand.
Yeah, see if you can get like maybe Brendan or John on eventually as well, just like a quick call or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so that's the whole funnel. So the members area is, and you can see right here what I was talking about. He even gives some starting with traffic, so solo ad traffic and Facebook traffic.
Cool.
And my lead
So
gen.
did you and Spencer did like half the videos each, or what?
No, he did all the. I did all the videos except for the traffic.
Oh, okay, so the videos that we're seeing now, the solo ads one, that's your video.
No, the traffic part was all him.
Oh, okay, cool. I figured if you talked about like Phil's solo ads or something, or
right, that's all him. All these, all the main program is all recorded by me.
Okay, cool.
So what you need and what you don't need, you need a list.
You have affiliate links like all over the place as well, like for orders. Oh, good, you got it.
Yeah,
that's your affiliate link, I guess, for Aweber and GetResponse.
Right.
And for like website setup as well, if you recommend like hosting or something, just make sure you have.
Yeah, there's Namecheap, BlueGator, Bluehost. Like some I'm an affiliate for, and some Spencer's an affiliate for. So
all right, cool. Well, yeah, as long as you have it, because you may as well. Like, if people are going to get a website, then they may as well get it from your affiliate links that you make. Like,
right, but I would say most of the links that we put in here, we even have a lot of free links in here too as well.
Cool. I think there's actually like on Max Bounty, there is an affiliate link for Fiverr as well, where you get like $15 per sign up. Maybe want to look into that if you're a member of Max Bounty.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that's for creators, not for users.
Might be, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I haven't checked. Might be.
And then your standard Commission Gorilla.
Is that an affiliate link there for Commission Gorilla?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is it an affiliate link for Screencast-O-Matic?
I think that's one of the ones that Spencer. No, we don't have. He's not an affiliate for that.
Oh, okay. Well, the only thing you get with Screencast-O-Matic, basically, like for each sign up, I think you get 25% discount. So I think I have Screencast-O-Matic for free until like 2023 or something. So it's not worth actual money, but if you're actually using this software, it could be worth it then. But if not, yeah, whatever. Yeah,
and then I run down all the affiliate platforms, like where you would list everything, where you get all your products from and everything. It's really a 10,000-foot overview to get people started. Like there's no excuse after going through this whole program why you can't get started. So then I go into a little in-depth. I put a little disclaimer here because, as you know, probably when somebody goes in here to Bing, to Google Ads, it's going to be different.
Most likely, yeah.
Inevitably, but I run people through what everybody wants to know. They want to know about video discovery ads and in-stream ads.
Nice.
But I put a little disclaimer saying that Google Ads is constantly changing, and I know Jono does this on his videos as
Yeah,
well.
that's probably a good idea because otherwise people would probably complain like, "Oh, this button isn't there." Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep. So then I do a little wrap up. Congratulations, you're the 5% that made it through this course, right? Right.
Yeah.
And then I think I need to add. I don't have a video, or I think I'm going to add a video to this because I'm recommending these courses
Yep.
or to pick up as an enhancement to the program, because we know there's no website set up in SEO better than the Big Five with Mark, right? To optimize your website. There's no better course than that for that. But I think what I'm going to do is do a little video and saying, hey, below you'll see course recommendations, and just give a little spiel about it like I'm doing now, because there's no better course for YouTube optimization than YouTube Supremacy with Robin and Chris.
Yeah.
You have the Big Five with Mark and Trevor.
Yeah, so that's perfect for like website SEO, and
right.
then YouTube
and then the other, and then
YouTube, yeah.
Right. And then the other thing that's hot right now is bot traffic and stuff. And Aiden and Fergal's course on DualShock buyer traffic, that's the best course I know out there for that. As far as getting
setting up like ManyChat or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, ManyChat, getting people on ManyChat on your email list at the same time.
Yeah, that works super well. I met Jono a couple of days ago, actually, here in Stockholm. And he said that for iPassive, like he was promoting Joshua Zamora's product, so he couldn't send out an actual email, but he did send out to his ManyChat list, and he got like 30 sales from that one. So wow. Building a ManyChat list absolutely works. So yeah, that's definitely. And I mean, yeah, definitely, like you said, make a short video and just say what we basically just said now. Okay, so if you want to learn website SEO, get the Big Five. If you want to learn YouTube optimization, YouTube Supremacy. If you want to know the method that Jono, like a 7-figure affiliate, is using, get DualShock. That would probably sell pretty well.
And then we have bonuses. The bonuses here, these are going to be the fast action bonuses. I'm thinking that we should probably add them if it's possible. I don't know if it's possible with this interface, but for him to add the fast action bonuses on the bottom here, or wherever it is on the sales page.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Like to add what they are, or because I don't know if people are going to be like, well, what are they? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to write down, get people excited about the bonuses as well, I guess.
Yeah, and it's all beginner stuff. It's stuff, content marketing, blogging, conversion tips, free graphics for anything, and instant affiliate machine, where again, Spencer goes into traffic and different ways to get traffic.
Yeah.
We also have partner bonuses. So the reason why Carl's new program isn't in the recommended ones is because actually he's going to add it to our partner bonuses here.
All right, cool.
Right now we have just Cindy Donovan's the only one that submitted a partner bonus, but we'll have one for Carl here as well.
Cool.
So he's going to put a link to his to get people inside of his funnel. So once they're inside of his funnel, they'll go to Multiplizer or something like a 10K, his 10K list, 10K formula list or something like that. So he'll be in there too.
All right. Cool. All right. Cool. So yeah, so it's a beginner product then, where you basically teach them like setting up a website, email list, things like that.
Yeah. Website, email list, why it's important to have an email list.
Yeah.
Your graphic design, the Canva and Fiverr legit.
Cool.
Things like that. Then you have Commission Gorilla, how to make videos and your different softwares to do that.
Cool. So I think my angle personally, when I promote it, will probably be the ads training, because that's something that there's not like a ton of information on. So I'll probably use that, like learn how our Dan is doing his ads and stuff. And also like, yeah, this is perfect if you're a beginner because you get everything like step by step.
And this part, I know nobody does this. I know nobody shows people. It's only a 4-minute video, but I know nobody shows people how to analyze their keywords.
Yeah,
So
probably.
what happens is after you run it for a few days, all you have to do is download the keywords, and then I show people how to just get rid of the keywords that aren't even getting any hits.
I didn't know you could do that. Actually, that's cool.
Yeah, so
That's a good selling point.
I won't actually play it, but you can actually, let me see if I could. So it actually downloads a spreadsheet where you can see how many impressions, how many clicks and things like that, and how much it costs for each keyword.
All right, cool.
So it's, like I said, it's only a 4-minute video, but
Yeah, I think that's good. People don't want to watch like fifth. Like I remember there's a few courses I've been through by marketers that I like, but at the same time, like when you start a video and you can see like, okay, yeah, this video is 1 hour and 45 minutes. It's like, nah, I can't be bothered.
I know. Yeah.
Speed like 10x, and it's like
the only videos that are long in this are the one about the ads for Google. Okay. This is the longest video there is, and it's 19 minutes.
That's not bad. That's fine.
Most of the other ones are under 10. So
yeah, no, that's awesome that you're showing like how to create in-stream videos and all kinds of stuff. So that's probably going to be my angle. Like if you're a beginner and you want to learn like big boy methods, doing ads in a super simple way, something like that. That should work pretty well, actually, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's everything I wish I knew when I joined PPA, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, that sounds good. That sounds like a good method for beginners, for sure.
Yeah,
even if
and
you're
I
like
wanted
an intermediate, then I mean, ads training and stuff is always good to know.
So I wanted to stick to my promise, because I knew that whoever's listening to this, if you're in PPA, just message me if you want access to the front end product, and I'll give you we'll give you the front end product for free. So I'm not going to, if you want the upsells, you'll have to buy them, but if you want the front end product for free, just message myself or Spencer, and we can send you a link for it. Sure. Just have to create a username and password, and you're fine. So, I mean, of course, disclaimer being, we hope that people don't put it out there or black hat it, or
I don't think PPA members will do that, but
no, I don't think so either. I think PPA members understand the power of being secretive, especially when we learn new things. Like, why do you want to give someone else an advantage, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think anyone will do that here, because a lot of people here in PPA will want to launch products themselves eventually. I mean, it is the fastest way to building a really solid list. And I mean, the launch that we just had now, it's up to, I think, like $50,000 in revenue. And then myself and Trevor did the back-end webinar. The first one we did was on Tuesday, I think, and that one didn't do too well because we hadn't really planned anything at all. It was more like a Q&A, and then at the end it was like, oh, by the way, you got this really cool course, and we sold like 3 copies, I think.
What was your high ticket?
It wasn't really a high ticket, actually. It was $297.
Oh, okay.
And we're 4 people that are splitting that, so we made like $70 each. But then the second webinar we did, which was I don't even know what day it is today, Saturday. We did that on Thursday, and that one we got 9 or 10 sales from right away. So we did like $700 on that one each for.
Okay.
Which was pretty good. So Trevor basically wrote a script there, and we kind of followed along, kind of like PPA,
right.
Not really, but kind of like inspiration from PPA, I guess.
Right.
And so yeah, we sold 9 copies, I think, live on the webinar, which was 1 hour and 20 minutes. So it was pretty short. It's basically just like an introduction of myself, Trevor, Mark, and Andy, and then it's what the course was about. And it is Andy's course, actually. It's called, we're calling it iPassive Ascent. And it's basically Andy's $997 course that he discounted now for this launch down to $297. And he's teaching people like how to do, like Andy's got 156,000 subscribers on YouTube. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the course that Mark took to learn everything. And Mark's got like 50,000 subscribers now. So it's a really good course actually for people that want to learn YouTube. So for $297, that would be kind of like a no-brainer, I guess, because it's kind of cheap. So yeah, it definitely works to have a solid back end on your launch. I mean, that's how Brendan and Jono makes a lot of their money is from the back end, and it's the same for most affiliates, I guess.
Right. So Brendan had told me for the launch, he said because a lot of the affiliates will be PPA members and people that know about PPA. He said uh, that I would probably want to not promote PPA as my back end because it's
Yeah,
kind of been I don't want to use the word watered down, but it's been promoted so hard
yeah,
because they launch and then they hit it hard for a week PPA. So um, he told me to contact Bill Ugal, but he never contacted me back. I guess he's on vacation or something. So I had
yeah. I
talked
think he said it was actually like he just got back, I think.
Yeah, I talked to, of course, like I said, I always talk to Mark Gray. I talk to Mark a lot. So Mark has a lot of contacts and a lot of friends. So he's finding out from me. Most people require a minimum. So I don't know whether that's 50 or 100 people, but I'm finding out from Mark.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
finding
that's
out
the
from Mark.
problem.
And like I said, I wasn't expecting a huge launch as it is, but now with having Brendan and Jono on the 12th, which is 2 days after, it basically made my 5-day launch a 2-day launch.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like most, like it's usually like day one is definitely the biggest one. Then it kind of goes down quite a lot anyway. Most people only promote for maybe 2 days, so I don't think that would be like a huge problem really. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see. Like, yeah,
Brendan.
it's a shame that they're launching so soon after you. But there's never a perfect date to launch. Myself and Trevor are launching again on the 24th, and that's also like there's tons of launches like the day before, the day after, so you never really know how it goes. Sometimes
Yeah,
you'll
the day after. Yeah, I know Dawood is launching something on the
yeah.
25th.
So
Yeah.
it's not ideal. We might change the date. I'll see what happens. But yeah, it's never an ideal date to launch. Like it's always super hard to find the perfect day.
Yeah.
Um, but
As
yeah,
far
it should still work fine. Hopefully, I mean, obviously, you can't expect to get like 1,000 sales. That's unlikely. But hopefully, I don't know if Brendan or John will be able to make a video for you. I hope they do. That'd be cool. I
Yeah, that
guess.
would be nice. Well, Brendan mentioned something to me about possibly offering our like a one-time coaching or something like that for a bonus. So
Okay.
we'll see if he asks me if he follows up on it or not. So I'm not sure.
Cool. Yeah, so message Jono as well and ask him to, if he has time to do a video. I mean, obviously, Jono is super busy all the time, but definitely ask him to make a video and he'll probably send like 50 sales, which would be cool.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's probably the I've been doing all the recruiting for the most part. That's definitely been a I don't want to say a full-time job, but I constantly have for the last week or 2 weeks, I've every day I've put a new post on Instagram
Yeah.
and I'm going on the forums and leaving messages and things like that. You can't spam the JV forums though. You can only
Yeah.
post
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
of them only let you post once and then you just have to leave comments so it bumps it back up to the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
recent activity.
Yeah.
So it's definitely hard. We're on Munchai, so I have I think as of this morning we're up to 86 affiliates.
Cool. Yeah, most
And
people won't really do much. There's going to be like 5 or 10 people that are getting all the sales. But yeah, I think yeah, hopefully you'll get a decent amount of sales. I'll do what I can for sure. Like as I've said on pretty much all PPE, because my results are super. What's the word? Like sometimes I'll get like 100 sales, sometimes I'll get 2 sales. I never know how it's going to go.
yeah,
I'll
it's
do what I
funny.
can. I'll try and come up with some cool bonuses. And my friends
Some
say.
days you'll only get front end sales, right?
Yeah, that has happened as well. Like I'll look at everyone else's stats and it's like, oh, it's converting super well. And I'm like, well, I get 3 sales. And it's like, what the hell? But yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll do my best to get some sales for sure. That'll be a good way to start my Apple event day.
Nice.
1 p.m. EST. So from then on, I will not be reachable because I'm just going to have mojitos and watch Apple's new.
Are you going to be one of those guys online for like a couple days and with a tent?
No, I'm going to order it online. They should start like pre-orders on Friday, I think, so the 13th. So I'll probably just pre-order it then if I can. We'll see what
I
happens.
got you.
But it's perfect timing because I'm getting my new puppy one day after the phone comes out. So I'll have my new ultra wide angle lens and stuff. That's going to be awesome.
I look forward to all the pictures.
Yeah, I'll probably send you a ton. She's super cute. I'll show everyone. what she looks. So we're going there on Monday, actually, Monday morning to.
Here, let me stop sharing so you people can
No, no,
see.
no. Just show on my camera here. It's fine.
That's all right. I stopped sharing.
Uh, do you see me like full screen now, or what's happening?
Yeah, full screen. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm getting
Look
her
at how
on the
cute she is.
yeah, super super cute for sure.
Too funny.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be fun. I'll be busy. It's my first baby, I guess.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that
that'll be
doesn't
fun for sure.
doesn't scream.
Yeah, all right. You may as well share your screen again so we can take a look at the product again. And then I guess we'll do a Q&A. There's only like 2 or 3 people here, so it's not going to be much of a Q&A, I guess. But
Can you see it now? Fine.
yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, so that's really all I had to say.
Cool. Well,
The
that's awesome anyway.
the easiest part, just to let everyone know, the easiest part, and I think Brendan alluded to this fact in his training video, the easiest part of this whole entire process was actually creating the product.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet it is. I mean, it's super hard when you're just starting out because obviously if people go to Munchai now, they'll see you launching on the 10th and then Brendan and Jono like a day after. And like like a lot of people will pick Brendan and Jono because they know that they have like a proven funnel, they got expensive upsells that convert. So
Right, the
being a
reverse
beginner,
conga.
yeah, that too. Like they get free sales. So it's hard being a beginner for sure, but you just get like you just need your first couple of sales, and then you do some reciprocation to JVs, and then your name will kind of be out there, and then you get much better support in the second launch. So you just kind of had to like realize that the first launch is not going to be like a ton of sales most
Right.
likely, but it gets better after every single launch after that. Like second launch, you'll probably get another like extra 100 200 sales maybe, and then the third launch, because you'll be able to reciprocate more, you get more and more. That's kind of how it works in this game. That's what I personally like don't really like. I don't like the whole, well, I hit your launch, now you gotta hit mine, because if I look at the product and I think it sucks,
Right.
I don't want to reciprocate, but you kind of have to, which is a problem. And that's why I kind of haven't done any promos at all. Like I've promoted Brendan and Jono and Trevor, and that's pretty much it. But most
I
of
actually I actually respect you, and I like the fact that you do that, because sometimes I'll see people reviewing stuff and I'll be like, this is garbage. How can you even review this? Like,
yeah, that's kind of what I fear as well. Like if I send hundreds of sales to a product that I don't believe in, like yeah, I'll make a couple $1,000, but the people that just bought the product, the hundreds of people that bought it, they'll go through and be like, this is shit. Jonas
right,
recommended me this product and it's terrible. I'm not going to buy from him again. So you
right.
kind of have to figure out. And what I like, I guess in the future now, I might be launching a little bit more going forward. We'll see what happens. But I guess I'll just kind of do like, I don't know if you've heard of the blocks method. Like it was Mark Bishop that launched out, and it's basically instead of promoting an affiliate product, you kind of come up with a bonus and you sell the bonus, and you tell people in order to get this bonus, you kind of call your own product, you have to buy this product.
Oh, okay.
And that's a pretty smart method actually, because that way you could be like, okay, well, I've got this really cool product, and the only thing you have to do in order to get this is to purchase this product right here. It's $12.95. That way you can kind of sell a product, like even if you don't 100% believe in it.
Yeah,
And
it's kind of like a reverse goodwill kind of thing.
yeah, pretty much. Like you're just telling people, well, this product that I created is awesome, and you're going to get it by purchasing this product, which is also pretty cool. It's something you can say, I guess.
Right.
So that's probably what I would do if there's a product that I don't really believe in. But I mean, most of the products these days, like from the big JVs, they're typically pretty good. But yeah, you just got to keep that in mind, I guess, that if there is someone that is like sending a ton of sales to your launch now, and they want you to reciprocate, and you go through their product and it's like, what the hell is this?
Right.
Then an option for you is to just make a cool bonus and kind of push that instead. Like I've done that a couple times. I had a bonus where I taught people about like Google ads and stuff as well. Like this is really cool. Someone I know did this exact method. They made $400 within a couple of days. Then you can kind of like sell the bonus instead, which is, I mean, I think that makes it kind of ethical, I think, because I don't like sending like selling stuff that I don't personally think can actually make people money, even though I know that most people will never take action. I still kind of want to just sell good products, of course. So in that case, just give people a cool bonus or something, and it's fine.
Right. Well, what kind of changed it for me is my mindset was I'm going to promote things that are awesome
Yeah.
and things that I love. It took me a long time. I mean, in relative term, it took me 2 or 3 months to realize that it doesn't matter what I think is good. My job is to sell things that sell.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much.
It's
That pretty
just
much sums it up.
you have to your point, you have to toe the line between selling something that's shit and selling something that's not as good, but it works, right?
Yeah.
That's the main thing. If it works, then it's fine, even if you don't like it. If that's what people want, that's what you need to sell them.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. That is pretty much how it works. So, yeah, then there's a lot of money to be made in this industry for sure. I mean, look at Brendan and John, how they're crushing it.
Right.
So
Yeah, I mean, you need to take advantage of it while you can, because the gravy train isn't going to be around all the time. So
yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with the Make Money Online. I mean, as of now, it's doing well for sure.
And honestly, my angle to here is, I know Spencer and I are committed to customer support being like the number one thing that we're into, because we know that those customers, if you give people good support, they'll stay with you forever. So
yeah,
and I notice you, when you do your little, out of nowhere, you'll say, hey, you want to have like have a drink with Jonas time, right?
yeah.
And when you do that, you get I watched that video you do, and there's a lot of engagement, and people who haven't heard from you in 2 months still show up because they trust you, they know you,
Yeah.
they know you give good customer support, and that's important.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Yes. Speaking of, make sure you build like a follow-up email list that people get as soon as they buy your product. So once they're in, like, you kind of welcome them to Trigger and maybe like an introduction of yourself, something like that.
Right.
So you kind of build a relationship right away. That's a good idea. I actually didn't do that for iPassive because I didn't get the leads right away, because seeing as we were 4 people, we couldn't really do that. I think you can only connect 3 people. So I got the leads afterwards. But that is something I would do, since it's just going to be like you and Spencer that are getting the leads. Definitely be like, hey, welcome to Trigger, and then maybe like a quick personal video where you just kind of talk about yourself a little bit.
Right.
I guess, so just so that people can see you and kind of get a feel for who you are, I guess. That's what I would do. So when me and Trevor launch later this month, I'll definitely have a follow-up video ready, and like a 2 or 3 day follow-up sequence where I pretty much just give value on the first, it's like 2 or 3 videos. Like, hey, it's
Right.
Jonas, thanks for buying this product. And I'll just kind of talk about myself for a bit, maybe give them a cool bonus or something.
I think Spencer and I basically want to just jump on a Zoom with everybody, or some kind of Facebook Live or something, and kind of welcome everybody. Even if we don't have a back end, just do something, because we do Facebook Lives every Wednesday.
Cool. Yeah, that's going to separate you guys from the rest, because most people after launch, they do this free webinar, and then there is a pitch at the end, of course. So if you guys don't do that, then that's probably going to get people to like you more, because you're just giving value all the time, basically. So
yeah, you just have to emphasis that we're not selling anything, and as just like Goodwill, by not selling stuff, you'll sell stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, if you just tell people that in your first follow-up email, like, hey, it's Dan, welcome aboard. So just let you know we're having this free webinar, and there will be no pitch. It's just myself and Spencer talking about, like, or I don't know, having a Q&A or something. That should work fine for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. That's the
cool.
thought.
Cool. So what time does it launch? Is it 9 a.m. EST or?
Yeah, 9 a.m. Yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So what's that? I guess I'm on PST right now. So you're 8 hours ahead of me, right?
I think I'm 9. What time is it for you now? It's
Okay.
8:19. It's 5:19 here for me.
Okay.
PM.
So 8 hours.
Yeah.
9 hours. 9 hours. Sorry.
Oh, is it 9 hours? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it is 9 hours. Yeah. So yeah, I guess it's going to launch at 6 a.m. for you then.
Yeah, it'll be. Oh yeah, come November, that's when you're 8 hours, because I'm in Arizona. We never change our time.
Oh, nice. I wish it was the same for
I
us. I
know.
find
It's
that
great.
annoying. Cool. But yes, 9 a.m. EST on Tuesday, which is
Yeah,
September 10th.
if anybody needs the JV page, um, I don't know if you want to.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we can put it in the PPA group as well. You can post it there yourself. You're an admin. Just add in like I'm launching on Tuesday. Here's the
Okay.
JV
Yeah,
document.
I'll do one more post in there, and then
Yeah, just let everyone know that you're launching. I don't mind. Brendan and John won't mind. I mean, I'm not even really like a big part of PPA anymore, but you can definitely do that. They're not going to be pissed about a PPA member launching and putting in the group. It's 100%
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
So definitely do that. Cool. Well, I mean, yeah, that's awesome. I'm super excited.
Oh,
But
and
yeah,
then I guess I should really promote Spencer as well, because he's actually making himself available. So um, if anybody's launching and they want to hire him to do like design work and things like that, he's more than happy to be a hired hand per se.
yeah,
Because that's where I was lost. I didn't want to spend $1 million because I knew the first launch wasn't going to be a big one.
yeah, yeah, for
I
sure.
didn't want to spend like, $1,500, $1,800 for a professional. I knew I could write the copy. I never had a doubt that I could do that. So
Yes.
so it's kind of like I'm Brendan in the sense that I'm doing the copy stuff, and Spencer's doing all the design stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, as you said, like the first launch is never going to be a big one. My first one did, I don't know, 250 sales or something. We did like $7,000 in revenue, which
That's actually awesome.
yeah, that was actually good. But I teamed up with a pretty big JV, and I was kind of lucky because back in 2014, I met this guy at a marketing event in Florida, and we kind of hung out a bit there. And then I just messaged him like a year later, and I was like, "Hey, James, so we met a year ago. I don't know if you remember me, but I've got this really cool method you want to launch." So that I had a big advantage there of launching with someone that was already like a bit bigger. So that helped out for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's super hard to say how a first launch will do. It's
Yeah, honestly,
lucky.
if I ever sold 250 sales, I would be over the moon. That would be amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm keeping it more realistic, but
yeah,
there's a prospect that we might launch this in Brazil. So
yeah. That
I
would be cool.
I
And
think that would be a lot. I'm actually more excited for the prospect of that,
yeah, well,
because
that's the thing.
it's
Like,
an untapped market, right?
yeah, that too. And I mean, the first product, even if it doesn't do well, which, like, as we've already said, the first launch is not going to be a huge launch. There's still so many things you can do with this product now. You could either do like a really good lead magnet or whatever you want to do later on, or you can keep selling it and you'll get sales every now and then. But
Right. It is fairly
yeah,
evergreen. So.
yeah, exactly. And it's something that you kind of have to do. Like, in order to make big money online, you have to launch products. I mean, look at Brendan and Jono. I mean, Jono was actually making good money even before he launched because he kind of cracked like YouTube ads and stuff, and he was up to like $10,000 or $20,000 a month just promoting other people's products.
Right.
But when he started launching products himself, that's when he went from like 10,000, $20,000 a month to like as much as $200,000 a month. So there's so much money in launching products. So yeah, even though the first launch may not be amazing, just keep doing like a second, third, and fourth launch, and it's going to get better and better and better because you can reciprocate more. JVs will see you, and it's just going to get better and better. So yeah, don't care too much about the results in the first launch, but hopefully we'll get you some sales. I'm sure you will, and I'll
I have a
definitely promote it.
I have a good rapport with a lot of people. I'm a very good networker. So
Yeah,
if anybody out there, if you find yourself lacking one thing, that's exactly why you need a partner. Like
yeah.
I was really dreading the design part, and that's what actually took me so long. And then Spencer came along, and we made sense as a partnership. So that's how that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always good to team up with someone for sure. I would never even consider launching a product myself. I think would just be, I don't know, too much work. I wouldn't be able to handle all of it myself. Like I'm terrible at design. I probably wouldn't write the copy myself either.
Right.
and just doing like all the upsells and all the pages. I just couldn't be bothered with it. So yeah, definitely a good idea to team up. And for those of you that are thinking, well, I'll only get half the money then. Yes, but it's going to be so much easier. And if you decide to do it yourself, you probably won't even ever launch. So just team up with someone, and it's so
Yeah,
much.
and that's the other good thing about Warrior Plus is you can go in and it doesn't have to be a certain percentage. You can go into Warrior Plus and you sign a contract with each other
Yeah,
for X number of days. Say you're the product creator and you say, hey, I want to do this partnership 50-50 for a year. That's
yeah,
fine. As long as you can set up a contract in Warrior Plus for whatever, 30%, 20%, 5%, it doesn't matter.
yeah,
You can set it up for if you do the main product and your partner does all those, or they're just adding like one product, you can set up a contract for just that one product. Like they get 100% of that one product, like whatever.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Warrior Plus is super easy to launch
And
on.
that was the other thing, that Spencer had already launched 2 products of his own. So his knowledge of Warrior Plus, I would have no clue how to put it would
Yeah,
have taken me a week to put that stuff on Warrior Plus alone.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
he definitely adds a lot of value. Anybody that wants to take on Spencer as a partner, I mean, it's like, it's a no-brainer. He does the design work. He knows how to do the Warrior Plus stuff, but it's not a fire sale. He's not cheap, but you're not going to spend as much with Spencer as you would with somebody else that's already out there, like a professional the copywriting is the thing that you're going to have to do yourself or get done. But like I said, as far as the design work, the video stuff, like Spencer's really good at all that stuff. So kudos to him, and he puts up with me. So that's
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I agree. Like if you're not good enough at writing copy, which most people won't be, yeah, that's probably what's going to be like the biggest cost, I guess. But like you just said as well, you don't want to spend too much money on your first launch because odds are it's not going to be a big launch.
it's not. It's not. That's the bottom line. It's not. It's just not going to unless you're paired with you and Trevor or somebody like
Yeah,
that
exactly.
or
Or
Brendan.
unless you happen to launch on a day where there's no one else that's launching and you get super lucky and like a really big affiliate that decides to promote you. There was one PPA member, I don't know who it was, but he had I think it was Gene Pimentel or something that promoted, and he got like 150 sales or something. So there's like if you get lucky, you'll have this one like super affiliate that promotes for you, and
Right.
that could make the whole launch like really good. But yeah, generally speaking, on your first launch, you just have to be realistic and realize that not a lot of people know who you are. And if there's a bigger launch happening the day before, the day after, they're
Right.
probably going to go with them. So yeah, don't spend too much money on your first launch, and just try and keep it as cheap as possible, I guess. Have a good product, and hopefully a couple of people would promote you as well. And then, like I said, like once you have a bit of a buyer's list and you can send a few sales, everything gets so much easier then,
Right.
for
Yeah.
sure.
So did anybody have any questions? Do you know? Or I don't want to
Let's
take
see,
that.
we only have like two. No, we actually have 4 people on now. So we've got Shane, Jose, Tony, and Wallet. Um, so Shane said, congratulations to Dan and Spencer. So yeah, that's awesome for them taking
Yeah.
action
Thanks.
and getting something up and running here. So yeah, if you guys want to do like a Q&A with me and Dan, then ask some questions. We'll see what we can do. If not, I'm just going to go and have another drink soon, I think. We're
All right,
having
boy.
salad for dinner today, so at least there's something healthy.
You're still on your program?
I am, but I'm still having a drink every now and then. But I don't feel as stressed anymore because I'm not doing like a PPA support and stuff, and that took up a lot of my time.
Right.
And what I'm doing now is basically, so I'm working on e-commerce with one of my business partners, and that's pretty fun. So we just started a dog store, and then yeah, probably going to launch a little bit more with Trevor. So we'll see. I'm not going to do like once a month. That would stress me out. But maybe,
I can't imagine you doing that.
yeah, no, that would be too much for me. I wouldn't want to do that. But maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 times per year seems reasonable to me, I guess, because that way I can do like a launch, then I can focus on e-commerce for 2 or 3 months, and then just do a launch like every now and then. That to me sounds pretty good. And yeah, I guess that's it. That's kind of what I'm focusing on now, and it's so good because there's nothing like I don't have any like commitments besides launching. Okay, so Wallet says, congratulations, Dan and Spencer. I will send a request to promote your product after the call. Awesome. So you got
Awesome.
another affiliate then.
Yeah, and I actually said on the JV, if you watch the JV video, you'll see that I definitely wanted to be one of the people, because your first launch isn't that big. You don't really need to worry about EPCs.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm accepting anybody that the only thing that I have a document that I send back is the only thing is we don't want anybody to send Hercules or Fiverr traffic or $10 solo ad traffic and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, because and we send that out because if we see that happening, we'll just turn off their affiliate link, right? So
Yeah, and the ones that you shouldn't approve are people that have, like, if you see their Warrior Plus score and it's like 20 and it's like red and it says that they've sold 50 products and it's like a 30% refund rate, I would be a little bit careful there because they're probably selling in a like super unethical way.
yeah, the highest rate that I've seen so far on any affiliate that I've approved has been like 9% refund rate, which I
Yeah,
still think
that's
is pretty high though.
yeah, it is, but at the same time, like it happens, and that's what's kind of unfair to new affiliates. Like, let's say they send 10, they get 10 sales, even if they only get 2 refunds, which absolutely happens. Then when they approve or when they request another link, it's going to say that their refund rate is 20%, which technically it is, but it's just 10 sales. It's kind of hard to say. So that could be like an affiliate that is really trying its best, and they're just going to have a really hard time getting approved, which
Right.
kind of sucks. But I guess in that case, like if you're not 100% sure if they left their contact info, then just contact them on Facebook or something and be like, oh, so I noticed you had a super high refund rate or whatever. Like, can you explain why, or how are you going to promote?
Right. But I am surprised though that there are so many people that you can tell the people that aren't part of PPA because they're not, they just send a request for a link. They don't say how they're going to promote it. They don't say anything. They just request a link. And I'm like, that's kind of, you know, I think one of the first things that Jono says, he says in every video is there have been some people that have sent videos saying, hey, Dan, let me promote your product, blah, blah, blah. Thanks. This is what I'm going to do. But for the most part, there's a lot of people that don't do that. They just send a blind link with no explanation how they're going to promote or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, if someone were to send me a video like that, I'd probably be like, okay, cool, I'll approve you. That's fine. And Wallet is saying here as well, so sure, as we are PPA members, we know we don't send the traffic direct to the sales page. Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to improve your conversion rate by a lot, you'll make a review. So whether that's like a review website or a review video, then that will increase the conversions, and your EPC, like your conversion rate will be much higher as well. Definitely.
Yeah, there was one kid that comes to mind. I mean, he looks like he's maybe 19 years old or something like that, and he was from Tanzania. So he's in the middle of not a first world country, and he made a video like saying, "Hey Dan, I'd love to promote this." Blah blah blah. I mean, like kudos to him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I hope he gets a lot of sales. I went to his YouTube channel, and he only has like, he just started out. He only has like 3, but that's the kind of person that I wanted to accept for the launch because
yeah, definitely.
Nobody's going to give a guy like that the time of day. But I wanted to make sure that, you know, maybe this will be the kickstart for something for him, right?
Well, that's kind of what happened to me and Jono. I mean, I wouldn't really know Jono, I think, if I didn't approve him. Like, I approved him for my launch that I had with Brendan, Lindgren's Lazy Method. I can't remember how it started. I actually tried to download my whole chat conversation to see how my conversation with Jono started. But I think he just messaged me and like, hey, my name is Jono Armstrong. I'd like to promote your product. And I mean, this was when he had pretty much 0 sales.
Right.
And I gave him a review copy. And I mean, look at Jono now. He's one of the, like, if not the biggest affiliate in the make money online niche. And that, like, because of the fact that I approved him as an affiliate, and I just told him like, yeah, here's a review copy, of course, like, right, do your best. I got like a fantastic relationship with Jono now, and I mean that has made me a lot of money as well, just knowing Jono basically. So maybe this guy, the 19-year-old that you talked, maybe he's the next big superstar. And
Yeah,
that
you never
guy's
know.
definitely going to remember the fact that you approved him. Maybe you gave him like review access. I think that's going to help out for sure. So definitely be kind to newer affiliates as well, because they might just make you a crap ton of money eventually, just by you
Right.
being nice to them.
Right.
Definitely.
Well, quick little. Well, the guy that did that to me was when I first had started affiliate marketing. I promoted. I don't know if you remember when Scribble came out.
Yeah, that was a
That was
huge
from
launch.
Adil Chowdhury,
Yeah.
and I had. And the reason why I say no Fiverr traffic is because I bought traffic from Fiverr, and about 2 days into the launch, they shut off my link. And I messaged him and I go, "Hey, Adil, my link's not working." And he's like, "Well, where did you get your traffic from? You have like 400 hops and no sales."
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, "Well, I got it from Fiverr. Here's the gig that I purchased." And he goes, "No, never do that." And blah, blah. And he spent the time to give me some traffic sources to go to, like, reputable solo ad dealers and stuff like that. So I never forgot that. And I messaged him. I kept in touch with him, and he said, "Yeah, let me know." And when I messaged him, 8 months later and said, "Hey, I'm launching my first product now. I'll never forget what you told me," and blah, blah, blah. And he said, "Wow, my email kind of blew him away." And we actually had a Skype talk about a month ago.
Oh,
We,
nice.
we jumped. Yeah, we jumped. And if people don't know who he is, he doesn't get out of bed for less than 10 grand. So the deal's very successful, and all his launches are $1 million launches. So that's definitely a guy you want on your side, right? So
Yeah.
he would never even promote a first time product like that, but that's not the point. Point of the story is he kind of gave me that, you know, he was that guy that you're talking about to say
Yeah,
thanks for
exactly. I
giving
mean,
me
you'll
feedback.
probably always promote his product now. So even when you're a big affiliate, hopefully a couple months from now or so, you'll always promote a deal now, because he was super kind to you in the beginning and kind of like taught you things like don't do Fiverr, do this.
Right.
You'll have like so he just got like a top affiliate, like a super, well, I don't know how to explain, but yeah, I mean, you'll always promote a deal now because he's a cool guy. He helped you out. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the
definitely
guy's got
be
a
kind.
multi-million-dollar company, digital marketing company. I mean, come on, like the
Yeah.
guy's
So definitely treat all JVs like with respect. If you see someone, especially if they make like a video and they make an effort and they like, hey, Dan, like in this case, like I'd love to promote your product. I think that's awesome. I would definitely approve them for sure, and just
right.
wish them the best. And like, if you need anything, just let me know. Here's my Facebook. Chat me up whenever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, the only
yeah,
people that and I know you're the same way, but the only people that I don't have time for is people that they ask you a million questions and then they don't action anything. They don't do anything. If you
yeah,
don't action anything, I just stop talking to them.
yeah. Like, yeah, that has happened a lot. Like,
Because
yeah,
we get
exactly.
we get requests on Facebook for friend requests. We accept the friend request, and then they send you a page full of questions saying that, "Hey, I want you to like." There's no reason for me to answer your page full of questions. I
Yeah,
mean, if you're not going to action anything, like you can't just friend request somebody and then ask them to solve your problems. That's
yeah.
life doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I think I sent that to you. Like, I think it was you that I sent to when it was like one of the refund requests or something. I was like, yeah, you got to be self-sufficient. You got to be able to actually figure some things out yourself. Like, you need to be able to go to Google and look at like search yourself. Don't just do nothing for a week in case I don't reply. So yeah, definitely. Like, people have to be able to do things themselves. They can't expect to be handheld 100% of the way as well.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
Um,
the first and being in support, we see that all we would see that all the time. It's like, all right, I signed up. So one guy actually put a post. I remember this. One guy actually put a post, and he goes, "Yeah, I signed up for the program. So when does my money start coming in?" And
yeah,
it's like, "Well, what have you done?" And he's like, "Well, no. Was I supposed to do something?"
yeah. I mean, I've told you, I'm not going to go in depth into this, but
Right.
that was the case as well back. I think it was February or something this year, where someone joined and they said, well, I've requested my affiliate links now, but I'm not at $8,000 a month yet. And he was 100% serious. And I was like, okay, so you've requested your affiliate links and you're not $8,000 per month yet. Is that correct? And it was like, yeah. And it was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, you've requested your links and you expect to make $8,000 a month. You haven't sent any traffic. You haven't done anything except request approval. And like, I tried to like talk to this guy, like, well, you have to actually do what's in the members area. You can't just request your link.
Right.
And he was like, no, I've done everything that was asked for me. Now I'm just waiting to make $8,000 a month. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, keep waiting, because if you don't do any work at all, then you're not going to make money, of course.
Yeah, it's those people that think there's a money tree in the backyard. They just go kick it and money falls off.
Yeah, I mean, that's very unrealistic. Of course, you have to do something in order to make money. You can't literally just buy a program and expect money to fall down from the sky or just shoot out from your computer. It's not going to happen. But
yeah,
then,
I was laughing. I saw some copy yesterday. There was an ad somewhere, and it says, "Turn your website into an ATM machine." And I was laughing.
Yeah, I mean, if you do like SEO and stuff, like Jeff Lenny, I think you know who he is, like big time SEO guy. Whenever he does a launch jack, he only does it for really like high ticket products or like $2,000 or so. He'll typically make like $30,000-$40,000 per launch. So I guess his website kind of is an ATM machine. But again, like, he didn't just set up a website and it started spitting out money. He's writing a very in-depth review. He does backlinking.
Right.
You have to still actually work. You can't just buy a website, of course.
Yeah. Well, it's the same people that do one YouTube video and they say, "Hey, how come I'm not ranking number one yet?"
Yeah, or they do one video and it's like, well, I didn't make $500, as this course said. Then like, well, maybe make another 10 videos and try and get your first sale, and then like keep doing it, keep doing it, and you rank better. And I guess, but you can't also, like, you can't blame the people 100% either, because there are obviously like a lot of sales pages that are very, very hypey and they're promising like too much.
And they're really good. The people that are selling it are really, really good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're kind of, it's like a beginner versus a top copywriter. The top copywriter will get the sale because they know exactly what points to trigger in order to get people to be like, wow, I need to buy this. So you can't blame them like 100%, but at the same time, people should realize that running an online business, even though it typically is a lot easier than running an actual like offline business, you still have to work. You can't just expect that money will roll in and you're doing literally nothing. There is work involved, of course. But I mean, when I first started doing launch jacking, life was pretty easy. Like, I would do a video and I would make a couple $100 because there was no one else doing launch jacking properly. So back in like 2016, it was super easy for me. But then like Jono came along and destroyed it because he started offering like awesome bonuses and stuff. So I had to step up myself. But typically speaking, yes, there is work involved in making money online. But it's still so much easier than having like an actual business, and it's pretty fun as well. So it's a good business for sure.
And it's changing. It's evolving too, because launch jacking won't be around forever either.
It may not be. And for sure. So I mean, email marketing, having a list is obviously very valuable. And I'm trying to
figure out the next thing that's going to be. So.
Yeah, I don't know what that might be. I mean, Jono said he was making a lot of money from ManyChat, so building a ManyChat list is probably a good idea as well. Besides that, I have no idea. I guess ManyChat, like, everyone's on Facebook, so email would probably never die.
Well, I bought 150 licenses for iSlick, so.
Yeah, give that away as a bonus or whatever. And but yeah, I think email would probably be king for a long time. And ManyChat, should work well. YouTube is obviously not going anywhere like that. So you can do the iPassive method. I don't know if you went through it, but it's a really good course.
Yep.
like getting a ton of eyeballs on your video without actually doing launch jacking, kind of. I'm not going to promote iPassive here, but there are ways to get traffic for sure.
Yeah, Carl actually did something like that for Trigger, like a pre-sale video, and he was ranking like number 5 for his iPassive video.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll own a beach one day. Well, John already owns a beach, so hopefully the rest of us will also own a beach eventually.
Jose is on the beach in Portugal.
Oh, nice. I like Portugal. That was really nice. We were in, I always forget what it's called. No, actually, I remember now. It's called Portimao. Portimao. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that was really nice. That was in roughly a year ago, I guess, October, or like end of October 2018. So I was there with Brendan and Jono and a bunch of other marketers for Marketing Alliance.
Right.
And that was really fun. Yeah, you should definitely, if there's an event in the US, I might go for sure, because it's really
they
fun.
had the one this year was in Ireland, right?
Yeah, I think it was in Ireland in July, and then I think there's one in Barcelona coming up like next month or so.
Oh, okay.
October. I probably won't go to that one because seeing as I'm getting a puppy now in like 2 weeks, I can't really do that. But next year I'll try and go.
I'm definitely looking forward to going back to Vegas for sure. So.
Yeah, I can't resist Vegas, so I'll definitely go there if there's another PPA event or something. And especially now because I'm getting a shit ton of like credit card points or miles for flying, so I can fly for free in business class for a couple times now. So I'll definitely be at the next US event, unless it's like
I have 300,000 Vegas points now. So
oh, nice. I think you're up to like 160,000. I think so that's enough for. I think Mirage had like a 3-day comped rooms, which is cool. All right, Jose, where you guys found the marketers events and the website? So typically, it's Declan Mack and Art that are organizing Marketing Alliance. And then for the ones in the US, like if there's a PPA event, everyone will know about it because Brendan and John will post in the Facebook group. Other group or other events.
Is there a website for that?
There's no website just for like all the events, I think. But you typically just hear about it on Facebook, I guess.
And what's the name?
Marketing Alliance is the one that Declan Mack and Art. So if you type in on Google, I guess I think they have like just type in Marketing Alliance. Maybe type in like Marketing Alliance Declan or something, and you might find it then. No, that's not the one.
That's not it.
No, that's something else. Type in like Marketing Alliance Art Flair, maybe.
Oh, the Marketing Alliance?
No, I don't think it's that one. I think it's Marketing. Yeah, type in Art Flair or Declan Mack or something. You should find it. Yeah, it might be that one. Yeah, that's the one. That was 2 years ago, I guess, in 2017. So yeah, you'll typically find it at something like this. And,
it's on Art's website.
Yeah. So yeah, they're really fun to go to actually. So I've been to one in Ireland, I've been to one in Florida, one in Portugal, and yeah, that's the hotel that we stayed at as well. Actually, that was nice. Right on the beach.
Jose is probably right here right now.
yeah, probably. Yeah, but it's really nice. So yeah, if there's another event in Portugal, I might go. It was kind of far from the airport. I had to spend €100 to get from the airport to the hotel, which was ridiculous. But I'll probably go anyway. I'll probably get an Uber next time. That'll be cheaper.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if there's one in the US, like if there's usually an event in January in Vegas. The weather isn't that great in Vegas though. In January, you should know that since you're in Phoenix. It's not like it can be kind of cold. So I probably wouldn't want to go to Vegas in January, I guess. But as I said, like I got a ton of points now for flying. So if I can get a business class ticket there and back for free, then probably would.
Right.
Cool, but I guess that's it. So Jose says I'm on Troya Resort. I don't know where that is, but that sounds nice. But I guess we'll kind of wrap it up there, and I don't think there's much else.
Appreciate the time.
Yeah, no worries. And if anyone's wondering why I haven't really been doing like PPA calls lately, I'm actually busy doing other things, basically with e-commerce and stuff. I'll try and do
Your pillow.
Do 3 calls a month, I guess, with PPA members. And that might be 2 calls. We'll see what happens. Depends. And then myself and Trevor are actually starting our own high ticket product in a couple of weeks. I'll talk to you more about that then later. That's going to be really cool. So I guess once I start that, I probably won't be as active here. It might be like, I'll try and still do like 1 or 2 calls a month because I don't mind doing these calls at all. And it can be helpful for people, I guess. So I'll try and do that too. But yeah, so we're starting our own high ticket and we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
And that is pretty much it, I guess.
Okay.
Cool. But yeah, I'll get this replay uploaded ASAP and we'll get, feel free to make a post in the group as well. Just tell people like here's the JV page and things like that. If they want JV access, they can contact you. And I guess that's pretty much it.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Cool. I'll talk to you on Facebook and everyone else. Buddy. I'll see you in 1 or 2 weeks or so. We can do a follow-up call with Dan as well and see how the launch went. Hopefully it'll get a couple thousand sales. That'd be cool.
And then we'll start promoting Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome. That's actually super exciting. I hope that works out well. Yeah, that might be way bigger than the actual launch, actually.
I know. Jose is my contact.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. The Jose that we're talking with now?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay. That's awesome. Well, yeah, I think that has a lot of potential. I think you mentioned to me as well something about Brazil before. Like there's thousands of people that are interested in making money online. So that could be super sick, actually.
Yes, I will keep you posted.
Yeah, I hope you do like 1,000 sales in Brazil. That'd be awesome. You might be like the new like Pablo Escobar of Brazil when it comes to online marketing or something.
Right.
Cool. Well, I'll see everyone in a week or 2.
All right, buddy. I'll do that post today.
Yeah, just post that. I mean, you can approve yourself in the post, so just get it out.
Okay.
Cool. I'll see you guys soon.
Later.
Yeah.